Jennifer.
Yes.
So we were talking, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago, probably, maybe longer, maybe sometime in the past year, and you talked about you take the things you've learned from me and you've instilled it in your daughters. So what is that? What have you taught them, and how has it influenced them? How has it helped them?
I don't know. Specifically, they would have to speak for themselves of how it's helped them personally. But I'll tell you what I've taught them and what I've seen. Obviously, high school girls would show up in my house, many of them, my daughters, but their friends included, and say, what do I do? I'm in this situation, all the romances and all the situations. And I was spitting out all the Corey facts, of course, attraction's not a choice. The best way to get somebody's attention is to remove yours. But honestly, there's all of those. You must love in such a way that the person you love feels free. Trying to convince people that codependence is a surefire way to ruin a relationship. You've got to be your own independent self and come together as two strong individuals to make a great relationship. But specifically with my daughters, I really try to instill in them a strong sense of self-worth. And honestly, all of Corey's coaching, for the most part, has to do with self-reliance. And so I instill in my kids self-reliance, number one. Be independent, go out there. I taught them how to be, to grind, to work hard, to make your own money for yourself. Never depend on a man for money. That's not what, this is 2021. Women in this world should not be marrying men for money. If we're going to go into the world and we want to be treated equally, we need to provide equally. So I taught my kids to go into the world and make your own money and grind hard and have a strong work ethic. These are all things that Corey preaches to men for the most part, but I taught it to my daughters. And what I gained from it are two very strong, independent daughters who are succeeding, and I couldn't be more proud, honestly. And they're really smart in relationships, I would say. They know when to leave. They know the signs. And if they're being disrespected, they're going to dip. They know their worth. And I hope that all girls would be able. I think actually if more women followed your work, it would be beneficial for everybody, honestly, because my daughters are really strong, independent women. And I think more women, instead of chasing men to be their money, like their easy ticket, if they would become a whole person in their self and then find a man where their energy matches perfectly, that's where the really good relationships happen. It's like become your whole self, become your whole person, and then go in the world and meet your other person that matches your energy.
Yeah, you want a girl that's got the wherewithal to get a job, pay her rent on time,
work ethic, show
make her
up,
car
grind,
payment, have good credit, take care of her body, work out, have good friends, good family, be sociable, be successful. She doesn't have to be a millionaire, but do something that she loves and enjoys.
She's trying.
And she can take care of herself. Because if she can't pay her rent on time or her car payment, it's like, how's she going to take care of your kid? Even if she's a stay-at-home mom, how's she going to cook you a meal?
She can quit working and be a stay-at-home mom, too. I mean, I did that. I quit working. I raised my kids for 12 years before I went back to work.
But the point being, as a woman that can't pay her rent on time and she's behind in everything and she's got bill collectors blowing up her phone and she's got all kinds of health problems or whatever.
She's depending on the man to rescue her.
Yeah,
I didn't raise my kids to be rescued.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So then you're not really. It was interesting. What's his name? David Siegel, the timeshare guy in Orlando. He was on a documentary, and he had a much younger wife, and she was kind of helpless. And I remember a part of the series, he was saying it's like having another child.
Really?
Yeah, because if you got a woman that can't even, for normal guys, you date a woman that's got bad credit, she can't pay her bills, can't hold down a job. It's like she can't take care of herself. How is she going to take care of a household or remember to buy all the right ingredients to make you dinner or the family dinner or whatever, or take care of the kids? If she can't take care of herself, it's like you want somebody that at least is competent at those kinds
I
of
don't
things.
think a guy wants to rescue a girl.
Some guys do. Captain
Um,
Save-A-Ho, as I say.
But then what do you get at the end
Chicks,
of the
they
day?
got debt, and then guys come in with money. They pay her debt off. They buy her a car. Then they're buying the family cars, the parents' cars. They buy the parents a house. Guys with money. The shit that I see in my coaching business is like guys have more money than common sense, and women do it too. Women date guys that are projects. Oh, he's so great. If I could just get this fixed about him and do this.
Tweak this and tweak that, and then he'll be perfect.
Guys do the same thing.
That's my
Instead of
problem.
finding an equal, somebody that's happy, whole, complete, ready, willing, able, open to date and have a relationship. She's got her shit together in her own life. Somebody that you admire, somebody that admires you.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what I taught to my daughters is go be your own complete whole person.
Yep.
And then go meet a man that matches that. You want to meet a man who is also ambitious, strong work ethic, matches you.
Don't find somebody that completes you, but find somebody
Right,
to share your completeness
right.
with.
Share
It's a
it.
big difference.
It is huge.
Maybe the men who like to save the women, maybe their love language is gift giving.
Or acts of service.
Yeah, or yeah, that's what I'm saying, acts of service.
Yeah.
Like maybe they like to treat the
they
women
learn
with
that.
stuff.
I had a phone session the other day with a guy, and he learned that from his mother. Who
His
dated
parents.
guys that had a truckload of problems, and they were always projects. She was trying to fix them, and he found some woman who was beautiful, but she had a truckload of problems, and he was paying her bills and doing this and taking care of that, and he had a history of that, of dating women that were kind of projects. He was trying to fix them and save them and take care of them, and
Makes him feel manly to help her. 'Cause
yeah,
he's a
and then
knight
they
in
were,
shining armor.
and then eventually, obviously, they're not gonna, because they're not participating in their own rescue. They're not gonna live up to his unreasonable expectations, and then it creates problems. He gets disillusioned,
And like you said, they become his child.
and then he's not. Yeah, he's not satisfied.
Yeah.
He's not with a teammate or an equal.
You
he's
need
with a
teammate.
child.
You need a teammate. You need like a buddy to go through life with. It's like going to take it on with you. You're not trying to drag somebody behind you. That's just it's a recipe for failure every time. It never works.
You can't help someone if they don't want to help themselves.
That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
You must participate in your own rescue.
Facts.